004 video, Human Science, Postmodern Kabbalah, Lighting the ReConstitution by PaRaDiSe. Dear friends of dialogue, out of respect for the audience's busy schedule, I'll make my statement followed by a brief and comments. All this is based on my book, PaRaDiSe, Human Science 101. First point, the Torah teaching to humanity was revealed to Moses at Mount Sinai. 2. All and everything dovetails to Moses' creation story at absolute time equal to 0, Genesis 2:1-1 to 2:3. 3. The takeaway lesson from 1:1 1 Aleph is PaRaDiSe, that all is 4 tiers as in 3 in 1. By 1:1 1a means the first letter, the first verse, the first word, the first letter, and behind the first letter, okay? The Aleph 1. 4. Human science is postmodern, updated version of the Mosaic tradition. The first point corresponds to the whole, inaccessible, intelligible only by hindsight, once the triad of parts falls in place. The second point, that all dovetails to Moses' creation story at absolute time equal to 0, Genesis 1:1 to 2:3, is simply that rational thought cannot access absolute time equal to 0, the ultimate source code of knowledge. Rational thought, after all, is the ratio of the space-time mass of things. It is universally valid except at the origin of things, equivalent to division by 0, which is not allowed, for we would then be absurdly dealing with infinities, the terrain of magic and nonsense where anything goes. The third point refers to language. The truth of the matter is that we cannot make sense of anything unless we make sense of everything, because all is interdependent as parts to a whole. That is, until we know what makes a thing a whole out of parts, we're at a loss, stumbling in the dark, and only making things worse as we speak. This states that the primeval common sense given at the pre-beginning at 1:1 1a as it were is PaRaDiSe, that all is 4 tiers as in 3 in 1. PaRaDiSe is an acronym usually conveyed as PaRaDiSe. It stands for Sod, secret, Darash, discover, Remes, remit, and Peshat, plain. This in turn is more easily understood nowadays as life, spirit, mind, body, respectively. The fourth and final point is the cornerstone of all cultural expression. As Homo sapiens, we are human science, with knowledge footing on the shoulders of science, of sapiens, and understanding. At present, the established worldview is the Newtonian methodic of the scientific method, what got us in the fix we're in the first place. Needless to say, it has much going for it. However, its downside is stupid is as stupid does, to put it colloquially, of reducing what to how and avoiding why. The emerging worldview as we speak, we're proposing returning to the Mosaic holistic tradition of PaRaDiSe, all in 4 tiers as 3 in 1. The modern methodic leads to the dead-end street of Crisis City, while the postmodern holistic promises opening the gates to Paradise Earth. When politics as human coexistence fails, we will need to go to philosophy to fix things. If this too fails, then we have to go back to basics at absolute time equal to 0, back to square one, bypassing Newton via Socrates' dialogue and Pythagoras' triad, all the way to Moses' creation story. The buck stops short at my feet. I did just that in writing PaRaDiSe, Human Science 101. Therein I developed postmodern Kabbalah to distinguish it from classical Kabbalah, finding the former simple, secular, and user-friendly, while the latter complicated, mystical, and close. I say, take off the Newtonian methodic helmet. Instead, put on the Mosaic holistic crown. The above brief is self-contained, requiring no further explanations. The advice, however, is to consult the other podcasts and videos of the series Human Science Postmodern Kabbalah at the website. Anything that follows will be for the sake of turning on the way of our steps going forward in lighting the ReConstitution by PaRaDiSe. Yours truly, Ricardo Turullols-Bonilla, and God bless as always.